Sup, ghosts? It's your boy Scott. It's nice to see you there. It's Friday, and that's a good thing for most of you. Now, for me, it just means it's my work weekend. But for most of you, it's Friday. We're getting ready to kick up our feet. We're ready to sit down, chill, and relax. But it's also another special day today. It is Back to the Future Day. October. Oh, that's backwards. We'll go this way. It's Back to the Future Day. Yep, that's right. October 21st. This is the day that Back to the Future happened. Cool day, right? What's up, everybody? So, if you could go back to the past, what thing would you change? Now, keep it nice. Don't make it nonsense. Don't make it mean. But is there something in your life you would change? Something happy that you would want to relive, maybe? Is there something you'd like to go back and witness? How about that? And, of course, Doc always says, "Great Scott!" Which, obviously, growing up, I was a big fan of. Back to the Future movies were always something that were, let's put it this way. To this day, Back to the Future and Ghostbusters in my household are neck and neck. I don't own a DeLorean, though, so... But maybe, one day, with your help, we could. Spend time with your mom. Yes, that's exactly what I would love to hear people say. I changed my decision to move when I went to college. Oh, okay. I'd keep myself from being the person who abused me. Absolutely. We would not want any more of that to happen. Yeah, there are things that maybe we can't change, and we're not supposed to change them. You know, sometimes in our lifetimes we have to go through things, as traumatizing as that might be to hear. Sometimes there are things that shaped us into the person we are today, or gave us knowledge that we wouldn't have if we didn't go through it. For me, probably my time through the Marines is something that I wish was a little less insane. However, it helped me, believe it or not, be a more kind person today. You learn a lot of empathy when you're going through hardships with a lot of other people and doing things that maybe the human body wasn't meant to do or mentally made to do, right? Isn't that something? You witnessed your birth of your godson? That's amazing. Yeah, so, Back to the Future has always had a place in my heart because it's one of those things like, what would it be like to go back in time and witness things, even personal things, not historical things, just things that matter to your family, like your mom and dad meeting, right? Like in the infamous movie. Or what would it be like to go back in time and witness a building being put up in your town that you only know now as a historical structure. Something that may seem sort of insignificant, but neat if you wanted to do it, right? I've always said good or bad things happen for a reason. It's true. Yes, are here to learn a lesson. Yeah, everybody has a different. What's up, Wendy? How are you? Nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody today. So, I always so everybody's early. I put out a little text message blast through the emails or text message. So if you want a text message to know when I'm going live, maybe Jeep Girl Irish can write this down for me. The number is 732-737-8292. 732-737-8292. Text "ghosted" to that, and it'll put you on a text message list that I send out when I'm going to go live, or if I have some offers. Today I have both. As promised, I do have some dates up available starting this Sunday for readings. They're for Zoom readings, 1 hour apiece. You can go to my link in bio and find those. There's very limited dates because my schedule is so crazy. And also, next Friday, we're going to be doing a Zoom class. So we're going to be doing a spooky Zoom mediumship reading next Friday. It's from 7 to 9 p.m., and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you've ever been a part of my Zoom mediumship class, we're going to be doing that again, and it's available next week. So that's all in the link in the bio, okay? So how's everybody been doing? New here, what's this about? This is about us all hanging out together on a Friday. Generally, I will let Spirit come through and talk to them. I'm with you until 2:45. I'm going to go pick up my kids. I just wanted to let everybody know who's been asking me when and how can you get a personal reading. There's a few up right now. They're available on my link in bio, and you can go there and get that. Harry Bush Ass. Boy, we should all pay attention to you with that amazing screen name. Did you come up with that all by yourself? What's up, Scotland? How are you? Nice to see you there. By any chance, are you Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel? I was not on Ghost Adventures. I was on Paranormal 911, A Haunting, and most recently, Eli Roth presents My Possessed Pet. I've also been on Sam and Colby with them, exploring with Josh and the Paranormal Files. So I've been on all of those sorts of things. How'd the investigation go? Oh, it went really well. Thank you so much. There are some things that I'm going to leave for the video to come out, and I'll share it when it comes out from the police department that I was helping with. Now, here's what I will tell you. We had I thought I was going to investigate the police building, okay? And I did a meditation. I thought about the police building. I'd never been there. And I did catch a person who was in the hallways, and I could see them psychically from my meditation. And I was like, okay, so I know there's somebody here who is walking the halls of this building. And I saw this person sitting in a room of chairs, like a lot of chairs. And I was like, that's interesting. Maybe they have a courtroom or some sort of other big meeting room in the police department. So I kept that in mind. Now, when I got there, they were like, oh, we're not investigating this building. We're going to a different location where people call the police, and we go investigate it all the time for strange things. So I was like, oh, that's a twist. M. Night Shyamalan, what a twist. So we packed up into the car and we went, and the officers I worked with are great. They work for the Sayreville Police Department here in New Jersey. They have a wonderful community outreach program, and that's what we were filming for. They are going to be putting that on their own page, and then I'll share it when I have the links when it's all done, okay? But basically we went to a historical site. I don't want to give too much away, but yes, I did pick up on many of the things that they wanted to hear about. But where it got fun is when we went back to the police department. Now it's me and 5 police officers. And they don't all necessarily believe in this sort of thing, but they're going along with it for the fun of Halloween. We got back to the police department, and we're loading data for the shoot, because I let them use my camera. And we're loading the data for them. And I'm like, hey, who's this guy that's standing in the hallway here? He seems to be pacing down here in this basement area. He sits down in this big room right here with all of the chairs. And then he seems to be sitting over here. And the most senior officer who was there, who I was helping, was like, oh, anything else? And I was like, feels like I think he might have passed here. He has a very strong connection right here. And he tells me that an officer many years ago did pass away right in the building. And he was the watch commander of the shift that he was on. So when I say that he's watching everybody, that's exactly who and when I put him in the area that he'd be in, the building has changed since that guy worked there. But where I saw this man existing, they were like, oh, you're nailing it. There were a bunch of seats here. That's where the watch commander would sit, and he would watch everything in the room and the building and the officers, everything that was going on here. So that really opened up for a bunch of readings that I did for the officers from there, which they recorded in their podcast studio. So that was a lot of fun. And it really, I think, changed the perspective of these officers to things that people like me can do. So if you're looking to work with law enforcement, or you want to help them in some way with missing persons cases or criminal stuff, do yourself a favor, introduce yourself. If they have a community outreach program, introduce yourself. Make sure that you can go to them and do mediumship for them. Show them what you can do, and then they might have a little bit more trust in you to be able to do some work with them. Now, that wasn't the purpose of what I was doing. I don't really need to be involved that way, but it was good because it helps open up the eyes to the horizon of the other things that are out there, right? So we're going to be showing that video soon. Hopefully they'll have it out. I think they wanted to have it out before Halloween, so in the next 10 days or so. And I'll have a link right up here ready for you guys so you can all watch it when you want. It was a lot of fun. So that was a bit of what happened on the investigation with the officers yesterday. It was a lot. Like I said, I can't say it was enough fun enough times. It was really, really interesting. And I did share a little bit of it here on my TikTok, so if you want to see. Plus, the other thing that was interesting is before that, I think she's watching. I have a friend, Kay. She's a fantastic and talented television producer, and we talk often about the cases that I get involved in, and there's always seems to be railroad tracks nearby. It's almost like inevitable that there are railroad tracks. And if you think about your daily travels, about how often you're near railroad tracks, it may not be that often. For me, it's not that much. But whenever there's a haunting or a paranormal, I find myself near tracks. And last night was no different. I even sent her a message being like, there's railroad tracks right where we are. So isn't that interesting? That keeps being the theme. What's up? So everybody's hanging out. I see a lot of my SGC here. That's the Sup Ghost Crew. These are all my subscribers, all the people who are fantastic and support the channel. Also, I'm supposed to tell you Wednesday coming, the 26th, I believe it is. Wednesday the 26th. If somebody wants to check that out, I have a calendar in front of me. I'll be on the TikTok showcase again. So if you want to watch and be a part of 2 hours worth of readings, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be doing live free psychic and mediumship readings right here under the live showcase for TikTok. So make sure that you follow me so that you can be a part of that. And it's completely free. I just sit here like this. We invite spirit in, and I do spirit-led mediumship for everybody, okay? So I hope that that's Wednesday the 26th, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spirit-led mediumship for the TikTok showcase, so make sure you're here for that. It's a lot of fun. Again, TikTok has been promoting me a lot, and that's all because of you amazing folks who come here, and especially those who have... Oh, thanks for starting that poll. Those people who want to be subscribers and be here for that. Okay. So, here we go. Let's see if we have anybody coming in today. All right, anybody want to do readings? You want to hear some mediumship readings? If you want to hear mediumship readings, please do me a favor and click the screen. Let me see some hearts. Let me see some love. Let me see some flowing love here. Okay. To those on the other side, my name is Scott. I'm a medium, and I can hear you. I can see you. I can feel you. So if there is something that you would like to talk to me about, and relate to your loved ones over here on the other side, please do me a favor and come forward. I'd like to listen to you and hear you and see what you have to say. There's a gentleman stepping forward, and he's talking to me about changing the battery. So I don't know what that immediately entails, but let me see if I can get a little bit more information from this gentleman. So he's like, Scott? This is a weird thing. He put some batteries in my mouth, and then I think that was just to get my attention. And then he goes out to the car, to his motor vehicle, and he's like, the battery's dead, and you have to tell her. So I think I'm supposed to tell somebody named Debbie who's having car trouble that her battery is dead, and this feels like Dad is saying this to me. Battery is dead. Debbie, your battery is dead. Okay, so Debbie, your battery is dead. This is a male. He had prostate cancer, he says. Okay. And he's a nice guy. He's like, it was a real mess. Real mess. Didn't know I had it till it was too late. Okay. Okay, so somebody named Deb. I'm supposed to be talking to you about your dead car battery. I guess maybe you went out to start it and it's not going. And your dad is coming through and... Oh, thanks for the crown. And he's talking about... he had prostate cancer. He passed away from it. He said it was a real mess. It makes me feel like he had some kind of... He like got it and didn't know he had it, which is unfortunate because that's the way it happens a lot of times. And he makes me feel like there's some sort of complicated surgery that he went through. And he... it didn't help, unfortunately. They were not able to stop what happened. So, if you know, I guess this guy's probably in his mid-60s. He seems to be maybe a little taller than 6 feet tall. Gray hair, glasses. he makes me feel as though he seems very intelligent and well spoken. So he makes me feel like he's I don't know if maybe an engineer of some kind. He's like that kind of person. He's very well taken care of. Lisa, I don't. So if you understand who this is, just say mine, so I know. It's okay. Just say mine. Thanks for the wizard hat. I didn't see it, but I saw the notification. Thank you. Deb Davis. So Deb, do you know this person? Deb Davis says mine. Are you having problems with your car, Deb? How funny. She's part of the SGC too. So Deb, woo, this gentleman's coming through really strong. What's his name? What's up, South Africa? How are you? Okay, so no, then that's not yours. Nope, I don't want to. Nobody can take it if it doesn't belong to him. That's the rules. Definitely. So he's saying, Deb, your battery is dead. Your car battery is dead. He passed away of prostate cancer. He had a messy surgery that didn't fix it. Um, and he seems to be some sort of engineer. So if you know who that is, good. I just want to let you know that he's doing okay. Um, he's very clear. He's very strong. He's about 65 years old, like I said, and very intelligent, very well read. Yeah, you got to know the details. It's not just a little bit of everything. This is evidentiary mediumship for anybody who's never been here before. And hey, Brazil, how are you? So that just lets you know that evidentiary mediumship means this is specifically for that person. I don't have a first name for him. However, he is talking about his daughter, Deb, battery trouble with the car, very smart, and all that. All right. Okay. What's up from the East Coast of England? What's up from the East Coast of America? How are you? All right. We're going to ask this gentleman to step back and we'll get on to the next person. All right. So make sure that if you're interested in this kind of thing and you want to be present for more of it, just stop here onto TikTok. Make sure you follow me right here. If you'd like to become a paid subscriber, please do that. You just hit the comment, hit the star. When I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to give away a gift bag and a 1-hour Zoom reading with an approximate value of $300 for everything. So a small subscription could win you a big prize. All right. So if you're interested in that, please become a subscriber. I appreciate you so much. All right. Let's see. South Carolina, how are you? I spent some time on Paris Island in South Carolina. Not a fan. It was pretty tough. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Thanks for watching my stuff. I will have a new video up today or tomorrow for what happened to Dina McCann. Just got to finish editing it together. But it's like 90% done. Thanks, Alabama. How are you? All right, here we go. Ooh, what are you doing? So, folks, sometimes when people come in from the other side, they do a little something that will shock me to get my attention, especially when there's quite a few that I'm inviting in at once. So I have a young woman who's coming in, um, and she is very pale. She's very slight. She's very slender. Um, I believe that she is doing this to inform me of an eating disorder that she may have had. So I have a female eating disorder. Um, so much so that she's like, even my small clothing became baggy. Um, okay. She's telling me that she became and she's saying this on purpose. She had trouble staying awake. Um, she, of course, all of the problems that come along with eating disorders. Very, very serious health issue. And she is showing me how emaciated she became, and it feels as though that there was nothing that was going to keep her going. For a while, it feels like she was drinking in Shores, because she keeps like giving them to me. She seems very far away from me. She's kind of trying to just get some information through to let her family know that she's okay. So she's very slight. I don't see how old she is. She's got to be somewhere between 40 and 50 years old, but she's so emaciated. She doesn't have any fat on her face at all. There's like nothing to her. She's so skinny. I could tell you that she definitely had blue eyes, probably brown hair. Um, and she's like drinking in Shores, but even that is not something that she wanted to take in. She's telling me that she unfortunately grew up with abuse from a family member. Um, why do you have that with you? She brought like a toothbrush, it looks like to me. I don't understand why she brought this, but she's not brushing her teeth with it. It feels like, as she's talking to me about the abuse that she had from a family member when she was younger, she brought this toothbrush, and it feels like a punishment of scrubbing things. And somehow this turned into a lifelong problem of issues. So if you know who this is, please let me know. Just say mine. So we have a woman who's I don't know, 40 to 50, heavy eating disorder, and definitely passed from that. Um, she had some abuse in her. Cindy says that that's hers. Cindy, who is this person to you? It's been a very long time since I had anybody come through like this. So if you know who this is, your friend Krista, okay. Um, so I want to let you know that she is doing okay, and she's coming through really strongly. I see that you have the word medium in your, or psychic in there. I want to let you know that she's doing okay. She may have been trying to reach you, but sometimes we have trouble reaching our own loved ones. What's up, Ghost House Paranormal New Jersey? How are you? Um, so just so that you know, she's doing okay. She's making a solid effort to come through and let you know that she's doing well. Um, and she put her hands over her heart, and she's like sending her love to you and her family. Um, and she's saying that she's healing and recovering now from everything. Okay, so she's getting better, but she is still recovering. She's on the other side and safe and sound, but she wants to let you know that she's recovering and doing well. Okay, so I think that that's so important that you heard that. Okay, and I hope that that helps bring you some peace of mind and some love from the other side. Okay, so thank you so much for validating her and letting her come through. She's doing well. Hey there, New Jersey. How are you? My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm doing spirit-led mediumship right now. We just had a young woman named Krista come through, and she was claimed, which is really nice. She's doing well on the other side, and it was something she came through like very shockingly, in a way to let people know that she was doing okay. So if you're interested in what I'm doing here, please do me a favor, hit the follow button. If you'd like to get notifications when I'm going to go live, please do me a favor and text this number. Jeep Girl Irish, my moderator, can put it up. It's 732-737-8292. I'm not reading off my memory. I have it written on a whiteboard because I don't remember phone numbers. Thank you, ADHD. Also, if anybody's looking for a personal reading, I have them available right now at my link in bio. There's only a couple, and I'm also doing a mediumship class where I teach you to do what I'm doing, evidentiary mediumship. It's about 2 hours long, usually 2.5 hours. It includes a reading at the end for the group, and it's a lot of fun. It's next Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's see who else is going to come through here. Krista, I want to say thank you so much for coming through. Your friend heard you, and she's going to pass your message on to the other folks that would like to hear from you, know that you're okay. And I know that she's saying thank you. You're very welcome, hon. I hope you have a beautiful recovery on the other side there. Okay, let's see who else is going to come through. Okay, we got somebody coming through giving me a tremendous amount of pain in my lungs, so that's a start. It's my lower, like the back of my lungs, so I don't feel it in my chest. It's the lower back, but I'm being told lungs. So lower back, lungs, okay. I'm supposed to say the words. I guess this is right. Lymphoma. All right. This is a male. Um, Heavy smoker. The problem started way down in his like lower back and his. I think this is where his pain must have started. That thought that he was like, oh, I better get checked. Um, so what else do you have for me, sir? Um, I'm going through some. He's a bit overweight. He's probably north of 300 pounds. So he's a big dude. He has a big round face and a big brown mustache. Um, big round face, and his skin. He had bad skin, but he's like, oh, I never could get it under control. So his face is very pink, and it's like, not psoriasis, but it's like pink and like, kind of like, I don't know, flaky. He's always had very dry skin on his face. He's telling me, big smoker. I feel like he probably drove heavy equipment, so he's probably a truck driver or a heavy machinery operator is what it feels like. What can you tell me anything else about yourself, sir? Because I see your occupation. You're operating all this heavy equipment. I see that you passed away from this like smoking too much. It feels like heart, all those sorts of things. Um, and he's telling me that he has a big. I think that this is an. I think this is a big shamrock tattoo on one of his legs, on one of his calves. Because he drew this big shamrock and he put it on his leg. So I think that he had. So you will know that this is your loved one because he put this big shamrock. He's also telling me that towards the end of his life that he was having a lot of leg issues and hip issues. I don't know if that is congruent with the cancer stuff, but it's definitely something that he wants to talk about. He had to use a walker and a cane, and he's saying thank you to his family because he's saying that he became bedridden, and then he needed his family to take care of him at home. So because of his large size, he had a lot of trouble getting back and forth. And then on top of that, the breathing issue. So I'm watching him at the end here. He's getting his tubes and stuff. And he's like, oh, and he's cremated. So he's like, and I know that you keep me in the house. So I want to say thank you. So if you know who this is, please let me know. Just say mine. So this is a gentleman. He's a bit bigger. He's got a big round happy face. He's got a mustache. He seems like a really happy guy. Truck driver or a heavy machinery operator. So say mine if it's yours. He has a big like tattoo that is something Irish on one of his calves. There seems to be hip issues or leg issues as he got more and more sick. He was taking care of it home, and then he was cremated after his passing, and he is at the house where he was. So if you know him, please let me know who you think that is. Unfortunately, I always tell people this. I'll get a shoe size before I get a name. When names come through and they're right, I'm always happy about it, but he's not giving me any kind of information on a name, okay? So please, if you know if this is yours, please say mine. He is super duper present and with us. And he's hanging out. Popcorn says my dad, and somebody else says mine. So one more time, I'll give it to you. Big round face, mustache. And he's like telling me to mention the skin being very dry and pink. Who is this? Says mine. Coworker sitting next to me, Tina Long. Okay, so a lot of people think this is yours. So this is specific. Big Irish tattoo on his leg. That should really help you understand if this is yours or not. Okay. I know, it can't belong to everybody, Jackie. You're right. So this is definitely somebody. Thank you, Jeep Girl, for repeating that. I appreciate you. So male, big round face, big brown mustache, rosacea or something on this face. He had like lung cancer or something or lymphoma. It filled up. Then he has leg and hip issues. The big Irish tattoo on his leg. He is taken care of at home by his family, so he's saying thank you for that. And then he is cremated and in the house of the family. Okay, so if you think that you know who that is, and it seems like a couple people, like that's very specific information aside from his name, which again I don't always come up with too well. I will tell you that he's doing really well, and okay, so and he's also saying thank you for looking out for my son. So whoever you are, this man has a son, and his son is like maybe 22, 23 years old. So he's somewhere between. So he's like, he passed away when his son was still a teenager. So he passed away in like the last like probably 5 years or so. And he's like, thank you for taking care of my son. So whoever stepped in to take care of this gentleman's son, he's saying thank you for that. So I hope that that helps you. Okay. So that's how I'm going to leave that one, okay? Remember, if anybody's interested in watching the replay of this or you want to go back over the details because I went too fast, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is still Scotty the Medium on YouTube. You can also catch me on Instagram and all the other social media places, okay? Let's see. I have so many people coming through. So, I got a spiritual tune-up the other day, so I'm really, like, in it right now. It's really nice to feel better and have it. Okay. There's a woman who stepped forward and she told me to see, sometimes names come screaming through first. She told me to use the name Belinda. 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 Okay. That's an interesting name. In her youth, she had dark black hair that she often wore back in like two braids or something. Two braids or two ponytails, I guess. And in her youth, I mean in her 20s. Um, she's showing me that unfortunately she passed away in a motor vehicle accident. I can feel the crushing of the accident. Prussian MVA. Probably happened sometime in her late 40s, early 50s. Um, what are you doing? She's hanging up strings of garland all through the house. I don't know why that's important, but I'm going to write strings of garland all through the house. Okay. She's telling me. She's talking about you. You just did this. If you're watching this, you know Belinda. She passed away in a motor vehicle accident sometime in her late 40s or early 50s. She had beautiful dark black hair. People, I think, probably spoke about her hair. It's so nice. And she's saying that you recently have been hanging up like garland or something, like ropes of like leaves or something. I don't know what this is, but garland, I'm supposed to say. I always associate garland with Christmas, but this seems to be something else. So if you know who this is, please say mine, and we'll see what else she might have to say. I'm going to tell you she's doing really well. I feel her really strongly. You would know. So, Belinda, so if you know who this is, please say mine. Aliba says mine. Okay. So how do you know this person, Aliba? So just for Aliba, Eliba, maybe? I see you saying that. So, who is this person to you? Me and my Aunt Lisa used to talk about Belinda. Oh, okay, that's interesting. But were you just hanging up garland as well? So this person is really talking to me about it. What's up, Philippines? How are you? Hi there. Hi, Aunt Carrie. How are you? Hey, from Florida. Man, Jeep Girl, you're really muting a lot of people. A lot of people being rude or what? You have a lot of people watching, so that's what happens, I guess. How are you, Scott? I'm great. Thanks so much for asking. Hey, what's up from the Netherlands? Hi from New Jersey. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, my like thing just got like crazy there. Hi from Ireland. How are you? All right, so I'm gonna let Belinda step back, but I wanted to let you know that she's doing well. She's on the other side, and she's very pretty. Um, and she's doing okay over there. Hi from Illinois. How are you? I know I saw somebody said they were hanging lemon garland. So this is really important because I know I keep saying you're saying UK Belinda from UK, but tell me if this woman is yours. That's important. Thanks for the stars. I appreciate you. I can't say that. Hi Canada. Wow, you guys are from everywhere today. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day. Lemon garland, but different kind. Okay, so that's okay. we always let them come through and say hello. So I'm going to go over it one more time just in case. It is this woman who's yelling the name Belinda at me. She's talking about somebody who's living who just was hanging up lots of garland. I don't understand the reference of the garland, but we're hanging it up. She's telling me that she passed away in a motor vehicle accident sometime in her late 40s or early 50s, and that she had beautiful black hair that she would always wear back, and maybe the braids on the side or ponytails. But she's telling me that is like people talked about her hair. She was very pretty, and people loved her hair. Okay. Yeah, she could be getting ready. So, Celtic Chicana, you're in. Moderator. Thank you. That'll help Cheap Girl Irish too. So, let's see. What else we got going on here? Let's see if we got anybody else that'll come through right now. So, everybody, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic, and I'm an evidentiary medium, which means that when people come through and they speak to me, thanks for the butterflies, they bring me specific information about themselves that you should be able to identify and know who they are. Okay? We're doing spirit-led mediumship, which means that they're coming through and I say what they're telling me, and hopefully you understand who it is. If I do the reading too fast or you'd like to watch it later, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, Scotty the Medium, and rewatch the TikTok live there. Okay? So I have a male. He's an army man, a soldier, as they like to be called. I'm a former Marine. So sometimes we have a little bit of back and forth with the Army folks. But this is a soldier. He's approximately 22 years old at the time of his passing. I want to say that his name is either Tom or Tim. He is filling sandbags, so I think that he passed away in a combat zone. I'm well aware of the filling sandbags stuff. He makes me feel as though he passed from incoming fire. Okay, so he's saying that mom wore my dog tags for a long time, and now they are hanging up on her wall near her bed. So if you Southern girl having fun. My sister died in a car accident, long black hair. Her BFF was Belinda. Southern girl having fun. That is for you then. I want to were you just hanging garland or something like that? Were you decorating with garland? That's really important, Southern girl. If so, let me know. I see a Jeep girl. I don't know unless you know an army man, because this is definitely blue fatigues. It's user 690 says, "Tell me." I don't know what to tell you what. But I'm going to tell you there's a gentleman. Yes, hurricane for clothes. Okay, so I want to let you know that she's doing well, and she came through really strong, and she's good on the other side, and I think it's really important for you to hear that. Okay, Southern girl having fun. She's doing really well on the other side, and that best. I'm really glad that I caught your message and I saw it because I didn't want her to go off to the side here. She's doing good, okay, and I thank you so much for confirming that. Okay. Oh, it's your cousin? Yaya says blue fatigue should be your navy. You would think so, but actually, the army had these crazy gray blue fatigues that they would wear. So, Jeep Girl Irish, I didn't know that you had another man in your life who passed in such a way. You had a very military family. I want to let you know that he is doing well. He's pushing through right now, and he's glad that he's not filling sandbags anymore. I get that because at one time I was a low-ranking military person, and I did my fair share of doing that terrible job. And he says to tell mom he's okay. All right, so that's really important, okay? For everybody watching, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm doing spirit-led mediumship right now. We have a lot of energy coming through, and I do thank you all for that, because without you, we couldn't be doing it. Make sure that if you want to become a part of the SGC, the Sup Ghost crew, you hit the subscribe button. Once I hit 500 paid subscribers, we're going to do a gift bag giveaway, which includes a bunch of goodies in a gift bag, plus a 1-hour Zoom reading with me, a total value of about $300. So becoming a subscriber for $6 could net you a very large and nice prize on the other side once we hit that 500 subscriber mark, okay? Also, you get, when I turn on subscriber-only chats, you'll be the only people allowed to comment, so you won't be competing with 1,000 people. All right, so let's see who else we got coming through, okay? Oh, who are you? There's a little girl coming forward to me. And I think that you are the person who I'm talking to right now, a living person. There's this little girl. She's approximately, I would say, 6 to 7 years old. She's got blonde hair. She's in a beautiful white dress, and she's eating ice cream, like a twist cone. And she says to tell my Grammy I'm okay. So if you lost a little girl in your family, first off, I'm so sorry. If you don't know, I support St. Jude's. I think it's a beautiful organization, and children are everything. I love kids to death. I have all my own. I love them, and I love everybody's kids. I don't know. I can go on forever about it. But this little girl has come forward. She says, "Tell my Grammy I'm okay." She's in this little white dress. She's eating a twist ice cream cone. She's holding an older gentleman's hand. So this is, I think, her grandfather. I don't know if you two took care of this little girl, because I don't see her talking to mom or dad, but she has this older gentleman's hand, and she's saying, "Thank you, Grammy. I'm okay." Um, what else can you tell me, hon? Her name, I don't know if I'm getting this right. It sounds like it could be Stephanie or Steph. There's definitely that word is important if it's maybe Steven, but obviously that's not a girl's name. But Stephanie seems to be an important name that I should be saying to you. Um, and she's like, "I'm okay." And she also has like a little orange cat with her, like like a Garfield looking cat. So if you have a little young lady who passed, I can't stop crying. I was 4, but I lost when you said my Grammy. Okay, yeah. Again, I don't do this stuff to like make people cry. I just want people to know that their loved ones are okay on the other side. So this little girl, like I said, about 5 or 6 years old. She's talking and she's saying, "Tell my Grammy I'm okay." And she's with her grandpa or her pop pop. It feels like she might call him. Um, she's eating a twist ice cream cone, which is really funny. It must be something that is really important to her. Obviously, ice cream to children, to me even. Let me see if I have any more info. Can you tell me your pop's name? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to listen to her and tune in a little bit better, because I think that it's very important to listen to her. She's a little kid. She's coming forward to an adult. I just keep wanting to say granddad, but that's just what she calls him. Like Pop Pop is my grandpa. But I can describe him. He's probably in his like 70s when he passed away. He had coronary disease. He and like arterial deterioration, which is what he's telling me. Um, and his name might be. I. This is funny because I've been dealing with this name often lately. For some reason, it happens this way. But he's saying Charles, but people would call him Chuck a lot. Arterial deterioration is what he's saying, and he's saying that he had some sort of heart issue around that. Then, and he's also like, the walls of my heart got thin. I was on this damn medicine that made me really sick. I couldn't be there for my wife when all this stuff happened in our family. Yeah, we were taking care of her, like, and he's pointing down to this young girl. And then he passes away, and shortly after, for some reason, the little girl passes. So, if you know who this is, I just want to let you know these two folks are together and they're doing well. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at the screen. If you claimed mine, just let me know. Um, tremendous person that is coming through here. Um, and I want to let you know that they're both doing okay on the other side. So if you know who that is, just to let you know that they're doing okay. All right. Scott, do any spirits bother you emotionally? No, not really. I do this so I understand the risk of becoming emotional to it. People here have seen me cry, though. Sometimes I do cry a little bit. All right, young lady. You can take a step back. I put your message out there. Hopefully, it gets to whoever it belongs to. And I want to say thank you so much for coming forward. You and your pop-up. You made a tremendous impact on a lot of people here. So it lets them know that their loved ones, even the children, are doing okay over there. Okay. Okay. She said, "Okay, bye, Mister." And then she just left, and Grandpa kind of got dragged away with her. So that's something. Again, if you'd like, oh, thanks for the cowboy hat, partner. So if you'd like to rewatch any of this stuff, remember you can subscribe to my YouTube where I always put the live replays back up. Okay? Okay. How's everybody doing today? All right? We're having a good time? Even though it's a little bit heavy sometimes, this is pretty interesting, right? These are spirit lit. Oh, thanks for the swan. I appreciate that. How cool is that? Thank you. Just so everybody knows that any gifts that you send to me live are being accumulated, and they will be donated over to a coworker of mine who has two special needs children. And he has recently purchased a home that needs some special equipment for his children that he can't afford. So we are going to take any live donations. They're accumulating. They're over $500 right now. As soon as he's ready to do the modifications to his home, we're going to donate all of your donations over to him and his family so he can modify his house the way or at least help modify the house the way that it needs to be done. Okay, so thank you to everybody who is donating. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The gentleman, for anybody who wants to know, he's a law enforcement officer, and he's also a United States Navy reservist. So he's a great, and if you met him, he's the best dude ever. So all of your donations help, and I love to help him in any way we can. So thank you so much for all those amazing donations. Yeah, thank you. Big hearts. Thanks, everybody. No, you don't have to do GoFundMe. I don't want to put him on blast, and I don't even think he knows I'm doing this. I just wanted to do it for him because he's such a good guy. Such a good dude. So for anybody who'd like to know, next Friday, a week from today, oh, thank you for the money gun. I appreciate it. Next Friday, from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be teaching a 2-hour Zoom class about how to do evidentiary mediumship. At the end of the class, I always do a reading for the class. So there are only, I believe I set it at 30 spots for the entire class. Oh, thanks. I've never seen that one. Thank you. So if you're interested in learning about your own spiritual gifts, psychic, mediumship, tarot card reading, anything like that, please do me a favor and head to my link in bio, and you can sign up for that class. It's always a lot of fun, and I love giving it as much as I like people. I think people respond to it. So I'm good. Thanks to you so much. Cheap Girl, your phone's got to be tired by now. You have muted a lot of people. All right, so let's see who else we got here. Yep, just go to my link in my bio, and you can check it out. Thanks to everybody who's watching. I appreciate you. The class is $45 for the 2 hours. Thanks. And if you've attended it before, I always have new things to bring to you. All right. Oh, Belfast. Cool. Welcome. All right, let's see who else we got coming through. I got time for at least one more. Ah, see, I mentioned something. Okay, so I have a fireman coming through. He's got on a red leather hat, chomping on a cigar. He's in his 70s. He reminds me of my wife's uncle, but I know this isn't him because my wife's uncle is tall and thin. This gentleman is a little bit shorter. He's about my size. He actually reminds me a lot of me if I make it to the age of about 80 years old, which is about how old this gentleman seems. So let me write a little bit about him so I can get an idea here. So he's about 80 years old. He was a fireman, I think he's like paid my entire life. But he did a second job. So he did fireman in the beginning of his life, retired, and it seems like he did some kind of security job after that. He has white hair. He liked his little cigars, it looks like, which is very interesting. Maybe firemen are just like that. Let's see. What else do you got for me, sir? Didn't take care of myself, that's for sure. So he had, of course, like all firemen, thank you all the firemen and fireman family out there. He didn't take care of himself, some lung issues, heart issues. He's like, what didn't kill me? He's making a joke of it. And I believe that he's giving me a name like Rob or Robert. Very easy name to hear. So if you have a fireman in your family, probably retired after looks like 20 years or so, and then worked a second job, some kind of security. He's giving me a name Robert or Bobby, and he's basically making a joke about what didn't kill him. Seems like he had a lot of things going on in his life. Charity says, that's mine. Oh, very good, Charity. One of my SGC. Who is that gentleman to you? Charity, one of my SGC, one of the Sup Ghost crew. For everybody, what's his name, Charity? And do you have any Roberts in your life? Grandfather. Okay. So he's really strong, pushing right on through. Kenneth? Okay. That's okay. Like I said, I don't know, but he's yelling name Rob or Bobby at me, so I don't know if you have anybody in your name. And Rob or Bobby in your family that he would want to talk about. Ronnie. Okay, that'll work. That makes sense because he's saying it to me. So Ronnie is very close to Rob or Robbie. That'll work fine. Okay, so I just want to let you know that your grandfather's doing just fine. He's on the other side. He's pushing through nice and strong. He's saying, just basically tell everybody I said hello. And I guess he was a pretty funny guy because, again, when he was like, oh, he was like, oh, what didn't kill me? That was like pretty funny for him to say. Thank you for the cowboy hat, partner. So that's nice. Isn't that nice? I like when people come through, and he's a light, easy spirit to hear. So he probably talks to you guys a lot. I don't know if you feel close to him or anything, but you probably should because he's really easy to hear. Yeehaw, partner. Oh, I should start saying that. Thank you. I like that. Yes, 2 bypasses. Holy cow. All right. So for everybody watching, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. It has been my pleasure today to bring through some of your loved ones and also let you know that if you jump on the train right now, there are some readings available. There may not be by the time I get off the live here. That we have a class next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 9. It's 2 hours. And then also this coming Wednesday, the 26th from 7 to 9, I'll be doing this for 2 hours Eastern Standard Time. So that's a lot. So there's a lot going on. I'll make a story or something about it, okay? All right. It is so nice to hang out with, how do you do 7 to 9? You just show up, Philip. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. That will be for free spirit-led mediumship readings on the TikTok showcase. Thanks to all of you fine folks. And then the class is from 7 to 9 on Friday, next Friday. So if you're interested in that, please sign up in the link in the bio. Thanks, everybody. It was a pleasure hanging out with everybody. I will see you all very soon. And we will see. Oh, yeah, everybody asking how you get a reading. If you just go to my link in the bio on my main TikTok page here, it says snipfeed.co, Scotty the Medium. Click on that. It's the only way to get a reading by me, by the way. I'll never DM you or look for readings from you in any other way, okay? Anyways, I gotta go pick up the kids from school. It's Friday, so I'm sure they're going to be really excited to get out. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.